Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you on my wash day routine day, and we just got back from Sint Marteen yesterday. We were there for 10 days for Christmas, and I didn't wash my hair the entire time, so we were there for 10 days, and I think a couple days before that is when I washed my hair, if that. So it's been at least 15 days that I haven't washed my hair with shampoo. I did detangle it after some beach days with conditioner and stuff under the shower, so it's not just completely dirty, but it's not, shampooed. For most of my trip, I had protective style, so I had either two twists here that matched in the back, and I would do a bun or a braid, or I would have a big braid. So I kept my hair tied most of the time to sleep and all that stuff, so it wasn't like trying to have my hair flowing and stuff. So I think I did a pretty good job protecting my hair, so it's not too bad, but I really need to like shampoo my hair and deep condition it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do my routine and you'll follow along. I'm going to do my pre-poo, I'm going to wash my hair, I'm going to detangle it under the shower, and then I'm going to put my deep conditioner, and then I'm probably going to do Bantu knots because I want curly hair for New Year's Eve. Typically wash days are the day where I do my self-care kind of, because it takes a while to do all this stuff with my hair. So that's the day, where I have got like a day for myself where I take care of my hair, take care of my body, and just spend time with myself and my mind. So I kind of like these. I'm gonna set up the camera a little bit differently so I can watch a show or something. Of course, I'll put all the products that I'm using in the below description, and most of it are going to be from my haul that I've done a couple weeks ago. So without further ado, let's get started. I don't really like to talk too much around it, so let's go. So I am taking my tie out of there, and I'm trying to get a feel from my hair to try to feel like how it feels. It is pretty tangled, and I'm gonna start sectioning my hair off, and the section I typically try to keep throughout my routine. They're pretty natural parts section. I don't really go with the comb unless I feel like I need to, and then I just secure the part that I'm not using yet with a clip, so I can start with my pre-poo. I typically have 6 sections in total, 2 in the back, 2 in the middle, and 2 in the front. I could also go up to 7 if some of my section I feel are too big, but for my pre-poo, I'm comfortable with 6, so that's what I'm going with right now. So keep in mind that these are natural parts. I don't try to go with the comb to make them perfect and precise, because my hair is so tangled up that it really isn't worth trying to break my hair up just to section it. I just do it for manageability when I'm in the shower and for detangling later. So my pre-poo this week consists of some rice water that I made the day off. Typically I try to let it ferment, but like I said, we just came back from our trip. And after that, I put some oil, which is my Nuxe Huile Prodigieuse. It's really famous in France, but it's like 98% natural oils, and it just is, it's like a dry oil, and it's the best. So on each section, I'm gonna try and saturate my hair with the rice water. So it's kind of like, hyper protein treatment. And I do it once a month because my hair is protein sensitive, I feel like. I mean, especially with rice water, it's just really potent. So I just saturate it, try to finger detangle it if I can. And then I'm gonna spritz some oil on it. After that, I'm going to just twist it into a tiny Bantu knots, and I'm gonna keep moving on to the other sections of my hair. And once I'm all done, I saturate my hair with the rest of the rice water I have in my bottle, and I sit with it on my head for about 20 to 25 minutes, nothing more, just because the rice water can be a little too drying if you leave it on for too long. So it's been about 20 minutes and I'm going to go and rinse it out, but I just want to show you what I'm going to use for my shampoo. It's going to be my Joico Moisture Recovery shampoo. It's one of my favorite. I've been using it for about a couple years. With that same line, I have the conditioner. That's what I use to detangle my hair in the shower. And then once it's really nicely detangled, I like to leave the treatment balm for about a minute. And it really leaves my hair feeling silky before I move on to my deep conditioner, which is going to be the Shea Moisture Strength and Restore Treatment Mask from the Jamaican Black Castor Oil line. With that said, it's time to go and rinse it out. 40 minutes later, here we are. I shampooed, conditioned, and detangled, and then put my treatment balm. I kept my sections in the shower, as you can see, although I combined the one in the back, but I am ready to put my Shea Moisture Restore and Strengthen Treatment Mask. Starting again by the back, I'm gonna separate that section that I combined to put mask in each section as much as possible, starting by the roots. I really want my roots to be really well moisturized because this is where my natural hair is, so that's the part I want to take the most care of. I really put a lot. I am really generous with it. I really don't care the price of it. It is also very thick, so although it gets on your hair pretty easily, you may want to use a white tooth comb to spread it out. And once I'm done with that section, I kind of, close it off and move on to the next one. When I'm done with all my sections, I like to touch up my roots to make sure every hair is covered in product because I want my natural hair to soak it all up. Once this is all put, I'm going to go sit under the hooded dryer for about 15 to 20 minutes, just enough time to get myself ready, put on some makeup, read a book until I have to go rinse it out. Good. 15 minutes up, time to rinse it out. Once it is all rinsed out, I am prepping it for a little break, which is what I typically do when it's been a while and I kind of want to enjoy the day too and not stay home the whole time. So I spray some organic rose water from Teddies Organics. I spray it everywhere. I spray it before bed, I spray it in the morning as a pick-me-up on my face. But I like to spray it on my hair because it keeps it hydrated and smooth until I'm ready to, deal with it again. I'm going to detangle it a little bit and put it in a low bun to keep it just a little bit wet so it doesn't dry, and then I'm going to put a scarf on it. Adding just a little bit more oil. And I'm just gonna wrap my hair in one of my scarf to keep it protected and still a little bit wet for when I'm ready to get back to it when I come back. I typically wrap it always the same way, where I just tie it in the back and then go back in the front and do a little knot. Struggling a little bit with this one, so I think I might just go and switch it up. And I'm gonna take a minute to steam this god-awfully wrinkly sweater that I have, and after that I'll be ready to go. Much better, wrinkle-free sweater. I did switch my scarf and I am ready to go, and I will meet you back after my break. I'm back now. It is dark because of course it took a little longer than expected, but that's okay. It just gives me time to do other stuff, so I'm just gonna pick back up. I'm removing my scarf. My hair is still a little wet, but not as wet as I wanted to, so I'm just gonna take my spray bottle with water. But before that, I'm going to resection my hair so I can get started with my Bantu knots. I'm trying to get just a little bit more defined sections just to make sure I don't snag any roots when I'm trying to detangle later. So now that I have my section in the back, I'm going to just spritz some water in it to wet it a little more so I can get some grip and start to detangle.
That's good.
And when I'm ready to tangle, I split that section up a little bit more, and I use my fake tangle teaser to detangle that section. I'll probably do a review on this, or I can just tell you right now, I'm not a huge fan of it just because the handle has zero grip. So when you have product on your hand, it just slip and slide the entire time, and you just have to, I don't know, strong hold the brush, and it's just not practical. It gets kind of slippery very quick, and I don't know. There's better ways for me to detangle than this. It is a little too wet, so I'm gonna remove some water. I realize that always after I detangle for some reason. I put too much water before, and then I have to remove some with a towel. But then, so the first product I am going to use is my Raw Shea Butter Moisturizing Transitioning Milk from Joico Moisture. You've seen it as part of my beauty product haul. And then I'm going to work through this section and really focus on the roots, because this is where my natural hair is, and since this is a transitioning milk, it is what it's for. After that, I'm going to take my Curls Blueberry Bliss Leave-In. It is my favorite leave-in conditioner for slip. It has incredible slip and an incredible smell. And I'm gonna work through my section with it as well, focusing on the roots again, because this is where I really would want it to be detangled and smooth, so it can be not puffy when I do roll my Bantu knot. Once this is detangled, I'm going to move on to my gel, which is the Camille's Natural Aloe Whipped Butter Gel, also from my haul, and also with a phenomenal smell and a great slip. The reason I love it is because it is very moisturizing, and once I use it on my wash day, I really have to moisturize my hair throughout the week. It just really moisturizes my hair like crazy, and it just keeps it in, and it smells phenomenal for the rest of the week, and from root to end my hair is moisturized. So before I roll my first Bantu knot, I need to lock all that moisture in with some oil. So I'm going to take my Nuxe Huile Prodigieuse, like I did for my pre-poo. So for those of you who are familiar with the LOC method, I'm doing the LCO method just because I like to lock in with an oil. So for those of you who don't know, the LOC method consists of moisturizing your hair with first a leave-in or a lotion, then with an oil, and finish off with a cream. And like I said, I like to finish off with an oil, so I start with a leave-in, then I put the cream, and then I put the oil. And now I'm ready to roll, and I'm going to take my time because the secret of perfect Bantu knots is that the section you're working with is really, really smooth. So I suggest you don't hurry up and you take the time you need to roll it smooth all the way to the end. And once this is done, I have my first Bantu knot. After that, I'm going to proceed with the other Bantu knots I have to do until I'm done with my entire head. Once I'm completely done, this is what it looks like. It took me about an hour to do all of them, and I have a total of 11 Bantu knots that I did. That's about average, and that's when I really want my hair to be bouncy and curly, and also because I know it's going to take a while to dry. So I'm just going to show you real quick how I would wrap them to go to bed. I just have a silk wrap. Then I'm going to wrap around and sleep in it so it stays in place and they don't unravel during the night. So there you have it. This is how I'll sleep tonight with them. And this concludes my wash day routine. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I'll see you next time.